All right, well, it looks like we're good and live. Good morning. Welcome back to another trading live stream. So today's Friday. Hope it ended the week strong. But coming into it, looking at the markets, we're putting in a gap down again. So I think it was just 2 days ago, Wednesday, where we had the markets were down. They closed down like 5.5%. It was really bad. And now today it looks like we're kind of similarly gap down. So just gonna keep that in the back of my mind for today. Let's go ahead and get my watch list stocks built out. AMPX. Oh, right. This was at IPO yesterday. I didn't take any trades on it. It looks like we're up 54%. So I'll keep that one on the list for sure. Pre-market chart doesn't look great right now, but let's see here. MEGL doesn't look like much. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much continuation at all. Beat kind of held high, so I'll keep this one on the watch list. This one and AMPX, but everything else I'm going to get rid of. Okay. So looking at the scanners, it looks a little light this morning. Maybe a little bit slow. We have NBRV. Looks like a reverse split though. Yeah. Um, IPAXW warrants of something is up 60%, but it's 4 cents, so I'm not gonna, or 4D cents, but I'm not gonna trade it. Also, MONENDW is up. So we got a couple warrant stocks that are up. Clue, AAOI. And yeah, that's really it. Kind of crazy to see UVXY and SQQQ on the gap scanner. That's not a good thing for for market sentiment. So, what do I like the best going to open here? AAOI, it made its move right away after hours yesterday, and now we're just pulling back on light volume. So yeah, no interest in this one really right now, unless I can get maybe towards the 320s, towards VWAP. So we'll see what's gonna happen on the open. CLU. This one looks okay. What's the news on it? Any news? What's going on? It's not letting me open up any of these news articles. Strange. Hmm. I don't know what that's about. NBRV. This is the reverse split. 25 for 1, or 1 for 25, I should say. I didn't used to think, I still don't really think that reverse splits are much grounds for a big move, but We had, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, we had NBRO that went absolutely crazy, up over 200% on a reverse split. So yeah, since that, I'll keep those in mind. But yeah, pre-market chart doesn't look great right now. Then we have BEAT from yesterday. So yeah, very limited watch list today. Unfortunately. Oh. Oh wow. ATX. What just happened? Down 50%. Maybe a secondary offering or something. Anyway. So we got about 10 minutes, well, 8 minutes till market open. And I'm not super loving anything right now going to the open. Oof. Big sneeze. Okay, NW. This one's not on the gap scan this morning. So looking at this one, charting wise, it looks better than the other ones I looked at. Up 28%, and we're pulling back towards view up, coming to the open here. Or why is my articles like not working though? Announces that its common stock has been approved for listing in NYSE. So I guess that's the headline. So I'll put KNW over here. Put CLU EU over here. So we'll see which stock ends up becoming the obvious one. AOI, it's just pulled back too much. But put it over here just in case it starts moving nicely. So we got about 5 minutes till the market opens right now. And primarily, I've been watching CLEU and KNW. AMPX also doesn't look bad, but it's pulled away quite a bit from highs. Yeah, we're down over 50% from highs. Well, actually, exactly 50%. Well, no, not exactly 32. Anyway, so we got about 3 minutes till the open here. Watching KNW. So if we open right here, um, we might look for further break of support in the dip and rip, or if we go right away, maybe the gap and go, but I'm less confident in that working on a day like today. I've been curious about starting to try trading pre-market. Maybe just like a half hour, 45 minutes before market opens. Because there's been some nice moves happen pre-market. I mean, but it can be tricky, and I feel like the action when isn't quite the same. But I also I haven't spent enough time actually studying it, so that's just speculative. Speculative. Well, KNW is pulling back here. A minute now till open. So I'm definitely gonna be watching KNW and also AAOI. I'm less optimistic about that one. All right, well, 5 minutes, 5 seconds till open. So I'm watching KNW, trade smart, get green. Let's do it. There is the open. Yeah, so the spreads are a bit much on this stock here. I mean, there's a 10-cent spread. This is not a very expensive stock. Hive days over 27 on this. There's 28, 30. It's gonna come all the way right back down here. KNW is trying to turn around. Wow, so large green candle followed by a large red candle. So no continuation here so far. Yeah, it's breaking down now. It's 118. HDSN is moving. Yeah, it's moving, but not enough volume. Get back over here. Yeah, so it looks like KNW is selling off. ADTX, no trades on that one. AOI is selling off. So no good right now. BEAT, this was stock from yesterday. Yeah, not much volume on that. I mean, it's decent, but this one seems like it has the most eyes on it right now. Maybe over 25, potentially. There's 25. Right back down. Good morning, man. Currently watching CLEU. Had a nice move on it right out the gates, but then followed by a pretty big sell-off. Big green followed by big red. It looks like kind of everything else is selling off right away. Yeah, no, I don't like much either. Yeah, I heard that a couple of times, quad witching. Can you explain that? I don't actually know what it means. I have no idea. That have something to do with why the market's gap down again today? Yeah, Q's down 1.5%, SPY down 1.25. Ah, okay. Plus money expiring with triple. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah, so really, really slow out here, out the gates. Would a potential, I mean, the one trade that I potentially could have gotten was on CLEU. I liked it over 24, but I missed the entry, and it did give it a good 10-cent move over that level. But yeah, the first pullback didn't really hold up. It gave a little dip opportunity to 22 here off this flash down, which I almost bought, but yeah, I was just looking really heavy with the selling pressure, so I left it alone, which was probably the right move. Just adds overall pressure to the market. Yeah, that makes sense. Seems like there's been a lot of pressure and a lot of uncertainty recently. So excited. This weekend I'm gonna study up and learn E-Trade Pro, or at least subscribe to the level 2 data so I can have a better level 2, better from what I've researched. So yeah, that'll be cool. Haven't decided if I'm still gonna. I might just try using the level 2 data on this and just trading on this platform what I'm used to. But we'll see. Yeah, I found it kind of odd with that whole E-Trade Pro thing, how it seems like it's such a secret. I mean, like it mentions E-Trade Pro nowhere in like the E-Trade platform or the E-Trade site. I couldn't find any information on it. I couldn't find any information as to how to obtain the platform, but yet I've still seen people using it. So I was like, what the heck? So that article was helpful. Yeah, it is. It's kind of odd. I don't know. CLEU selling off. KNW selling off. And these were the two that I thought looked the best coming into the open. But then we had this kind of this flush. We broke the support here right before the market opened, so that probably didn't help. Probably didn't help things there. Well, we'll see. It's possible it ends up in no trade Friday based on how everything's looking right now, but too early to tell. We're only 10 minutes in. So we'll see if anything else pops up on the scans, anything else curls back up. Yeah, that one's not moving much. So I guess it's gonna be a patience day. And you know what? That's all right. See, TCRT is moving. I mean, a little bit. It's up 5%. It's not very much volume. Yeah, all the leading gappers are pretty much selling off. CLEU is trying to curl here. Probably at this point the most optimistic about this one. But it's a little bit cheaper. That's the only thing I don't like is it's almost sub dollar. But that's all right. Doesn't mean that there's no potential trades on it. AMPX tried for VWAP and then rejected into a halt down. This was that IPO from yesterday. I mean, it's up 45%, but I'm just looking at the halt scanner real quick. There's a couple things halted, but most likely just low volume halts, not interested. HKD. Maybe this is going to be the one to trade today. Not. All right, man. Sounds good. Oh, I got rid of ATXG. I see that one being mentioned a little bit. Yeah, I mean, doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great. There's a break of high of day. Or not quite high of day, but okay. CLEU. This one's pushed to VWAP now. I really get frustrated with Weeble because it displays my VWAP in different places depending on the time frame, which is not how that indicator is supposed to work. Well, just watching and waiting for something to set up here. Oh, we've got ATXG. It looks like it's, I mean, it's trying here, but there's just not much volume on it, so no trades there for me. KNW tried bottoming out here at 27, but I mean, there's good range on this stock. Really nice range, but yeah, I was the most excited for this one coming into the open, most optimistic, but unfortunately, we're just going to fade right away. ADTX, nothing on this one. This was just kind of a, there's no reason for this to be on my list anyway. It was down 50% pre-market. Well, the markets are still trying to just decide which direction they're going to trade today. They're just flat right now. Flat from the open, which, they're down about 1.5%. Okay. Man, slow Friday. Okay. Take a look at something else here quick. Yeah, so it looks like everything's feeling the pain a little bit. Crypto's down. Chile's is up 6%. Well, I guess CLU looks the best right now. Like it's gonna give a shot at VWAP, but Certainly struggling. Mm-mm-mm. We'll see if these end up being anything, but I just like to put them in for the time being. See if anything comes of that. It's breaking down here, and there's just not much volume. I mean, potential dip entry there for the ascending support, but that's not much of a setup. I'm not going to take that. Maybe on days like today, though, I just gotta give some different types of setups a chance. Like with this, it would have been a quick entry at uh, at 15, tight stop at basically 14. But I mean, this thing has very limited range right now. So, drug. See, this one's moving. That's where the volume's at. Well, just watching. Drug is moving all right here, but yeah, I guess this is kind of the one right now. It's got decent range, volume's coming in. Good morning. Very limited trading opportunity this morning for the small cap momentum trading strategy. All the stocks I had on my watch list this morning pretty much sold off. Here comes AAOI making an attempt at VWAP here, but a lot of selling pressure coming in there. So far, it looks like the stock is respecting this ascending support here. So maybe it was worth a potential trade, but even if I got in there at 115, I'm up 2 cents on the trade, and I'm kind of stuck in this no volume consolidation, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, tough pickings out there today. Looks like the markets are still kind of selling off here too. Oh, this thing's halted, but on No volume at all. No interest there. Societal death. Are you a day trader? And if so, have you taken any trades today? None for me, at this point in the day. Usually I would have had a couple of trades taken by now. We're approaching 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock my time, so 10 o'clock on the market schedule. But yeah, a half hour since the market opened and no trade so far. So off of this trade here, I mean, it gave a 4 cent move. Um, and now it's breaking below this ascending support here. So, I mean, that wasn't much of a trade. It gave 4 cents, 4 cents with 1,000 shares for $40. But who's to say I would have? It wasn't really the profit target there anyway. It was 90. It would have been probably. Well, I guess 19. Yeah, it kind of would have been. AAOI. This one gonna be the one. It made another attempt towards VWAP here, and it's holding up for now. There we go. See if we can hold VWAP here instead of rejecting. That would be fantastic. We're getting some decent volume here, but not too much. We've kind of got this descending resistance that we're breaking here on the 5 minute. Oh, beat. Oh, yeah. Did reclaim too nicely. On decent volume, but the volume's not great here, but certainly enough. So what would the trade be on this thing? Very little volume in these last few 15 seconds. Only thing about AAOI is it seems like the range in this one's a little bit better. But on a beat, yeah, we've got this little here 18. Target is 220 only. Yeah, I couldn't expect much more than that. That dip got up, bought up nicely there at 209. Man, false breakout on AAOI. So we pushed first candle make a new high, and we pushed over this resistance at 10 at 310, about 2 cents, then sold off. This one looked decent here too, coming for the curl. But yeah, nothing's holding up today too well. Selling pressure is definitely there. Yeah, and beat this one's just kind of hanging out here. It's consolidating, which is good. Above VWAP, but I'm not sure this thing has enough volume trading on it to really push it much higher. Unless some comes in, but yeah, I don't know. I broke out of this range here. Volume's coming in. A little bit of volume came in. Here we go. Yeah, there's just not much movement on this thing. I want to see more volume coming in. If we dip down here to maybe 207, look for an entry. No, I don't think I will. Yeah, leave it to you to jinx it, and then it'll flush. What's wrong with you? Yeah, yesterday, man, that this thing wasn't so nice. Wasn't so good to you. And I just don't like it right here because I don't really care for the lower volume trades. I mean, saying you chased it yesterday, huh? Yeah, yesterday this thing was tough. I did end up green on it yesterday by 43 bucks. But then gave back. Ended up down 125 on ATXG. I want to say the ticker was. Yeah, yeah, ATXG. So to you, I don't really know what does chasing look like? Because for me, I used to avoid a lot. I know I certainly can find myself chasing sometimes too, but I feel like with momentum trading, the concept of chasing is kind of, I don't know, it's interesting because with momentum trading, you want to be I mean, it's buy high and sell higher basically. And so if don't want to take trades on a stock because it looks too extended, I mean that's definitely valid. But yeah, sometimes I just have a tough time drawing a line in the sand on that, as far as yeah, what's chasing and what's still good scalpable opportunity. Yeah, drug looked like last time I looked at it, it looked like it was moving nice. I mean on some decent volume. Yeah, it doesn't look bad here. Where would shorts be at though? Okay, looks like AAOI. This one did break out of this and it's holding up higher. It's 25. Candle making new high would be at 25 or breaking over 25. Man, it looks like it wants to. There's 28. Mm. Whoops. Okay, I see. I see. That makes sense in that context. Yeah, because you're buying in for the break of a range, but then buying in the top of the range. Yeah, you're limiting your upside. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying on that. There's decent volume on this stock. Actually, their volume looks really good. 2.8 million shares of volume on this last green 5 minute candle. What is the float on this one? 26 million share float, according to Finviz. I'm going to draw in quick these pre-market levels. This thing's moving nicely now. Here's 35. Man, this pre-market chart does not look good. If we dip down to 29 here, didn't give me 29, just to 30. Looks like the markets are starting to bounce here. Add drug to today's list. Coming down a bit here. It's on lower volume though. Oh, we hit a double top here at 31. Trying to decipher where I want an entry on this thing. Guess the pullback was a safer spot than here. Oh, nice. AAOI, this thing might mean business. Pretty sure this thing had a decent headline too. Just getting 4 cents on beat. Well, we're holding up, so that's positive. I'm gonna get back over to AAOI for now. So, first 5 minute candle making new high here, broke out, and then pulled back over this 35 level here. Might take a quick entry here with a tight stop at 25 to see if we're gonna curl back up. But we pulled back a little bit much on the 1 minute here for that. Hmm. Oops. Well, so far on the 5 minute chart, it looks all right besides this kind of false break over this high. On the 1 minute, we're starting to. I'd hate to see a leg down and then just the stair step back down to VWAP. It'd be beneficial if it held up here above 25, or bullish rather. Yeah, so maybe these slight longer hold time trades are what I need to be looking at on daily, looking at on a day like today. So the entry right there at 26 with a stop below 25. Yeah, I guess first profit target would have been about maybe 10 cents. But I just prefer the quicker style. But there's 5 cents. So we're sort of starting to form this head and shoulders on the 15-second. Ideally, we'd like to see it get back over 35 here to retest the high of this pivot at 39. CLEU's trying for VWAP here. Yeah, shoot. So it proves that proves to show this would have been a good entry down here at 26. That's okay. It's good to recognize that. Well, we got back over this 35 level. Oh, we're starting to pull back here now. Real quickly, I'm just gonna get up and go to the bathroom. Oh, right. Oh, come on. Okay. Gotta find something out here to trade, right? So, K&W, no good. It was up like 20-30% pre-market. Now we're down 8%. So shorts hopped on that one. ADTX. Oh, looks like CLU is moving here. Man, well, CLEU, it's currently holding above VWAP. We had some decent volume here, but the volume is still a little bit lighter. I guess it's not bad. But I'm not interested in trading it right here. Yeah, days like this when there's no, real obvious momentum stock, it can be really tricky. AAOI, we're holding up high, which is nice. We're holding up like 15, more than 15 cents off of VWAP. But the volume is definitely declining since we had this push. So it looks pretty good right here. It's a nice pop with some volume coming in. There's descending resistance right there. It's gonna break. It's looking pretty strong right here. Hmm. High of this move right here is 39. There's 39. Well, so far double top at 39. We'll see if we can break that. Nice break. I missed that first pullback there. Yeah, the thing about this stock too is the range is a bit limited. It's not super great for a $3.40 stock. We're holding up high here above 40. There's a new 1 minute candle. How would be over 44? 43. This thing dips down to 41. Oh, it's a bit different now. Yeah, if we dip down to 41, I'm taking it. It's a bit of a grinder here. It's the only thing. Well, we're right about to hit 350s here. 1 cent off. No trades on it though for me. It just, yeah, even from this move here, from the low of this pivot, it's only about 10 cents in this whole range, this whole time. So range is not great. Yo, what is going on? Tyson in the building. What's poppin', man? If we pull back to 45, I'm a buyer for the break of 50. There's 50. The market, I don't know if it's treating anyone real well today. It's kind of a bit of a doozy. Markets are down about 1%. There's not much for small cap momentum opportunity. It's been slim pickings there. My car is over at Chase's because I told you my clutch went out. So I was going to leave his house last week and my clutch decided to take a crap. So he pushed it into the street. So it's there until I decide if I'm gonna sell it or fix it. I don't know, man. Currently waiting on, actually my uncle said he was going to get back to me. He's got a neighbor who does who runs a shop by himself, and he charges like 45 bucks an hour for labor. So if I took it to him, it would cost me, maybe 600 as opposed to double that. So if I can do that, great. If not, I don't know if I want to fix the clutch on that thing. Nah, but the reason why I haven't done anything is because I got quoted for like 1,400 bucks. I'm also really not trying to buy a car in this market right now because used cars are ridiculously overpriced. So I don't know. Just sit here with my thumb in my butt, I guess. Um, AOI. Oh, there's a double top there at 50. Yeah, I'm not gonna get an electric lawn. If I had, dude, those things are pricey, man. If I was gonna buy an electric lawnmower, I could just fix my car. Oh, this is an interesting thing, Tyson. You should check this out. 800 for an alternator on what car? That seems insane. Yeah, cars are such a liability. Yeah, that's right. You told me you have a Golf. How is it so much money? Is it because it's buried in the engine bay? That might be the case. I know with my girlfriend's car, her alternator went out, and I was going to attempt to do it myself, but quickly realized that it was, yeah, underneath a bunch of other important stuff, and you would have had to unhook numerous things just to get to it. And we got quoted for like it was like 750. It's right there, dude. What the heck? That's crazy. Whatever shop that is, they're trying to extort you. Yeah. Yeah, I've helped. I mean, I've done a couple alternators in the past, and if they're right there, easy to get to, it's not that hard of a job. That's crazy. But Tyson, you should add this to your watch list of crypto stocks real quickly. So this is Chili's right here, right? So this is just a valuable indicator if you're interested in, Chili's, which I know you are. Um, so Chili's chart and then the Bitcoin chart. And there's also TradingView has a Chili's to Bitcoin chart so right here. So it basically shows the um, Chili price versus Bitcoin. Well, not price, but the buying and selling versus Bitcoin. And so right here, since basically July, it's been significantly outperforming Bitcoin. So this is just a good marker you should add to your watch list if you're interested in watching crypto, which I know you are. But yeah, it's been kind of cool to see Chili's has been outperforming the rest of the crypto market recently. As far as Chinese stocks, I mean, yesterday we had a few random Chinese stocks popping out of nowhere. There's HKD, which is an absolutely wild one. Trading at 140 share. Yesterday it was, let's see what it made a move on yesterday. So yeah, look at this thing. So it goes from 240 to 366 on such light volume. So I haven't traded this thing at all since it's been in play. But yeah, yesterday we had this. We had MEGL, another China stock that was moving, but I don't really know what the deal was with that yesterday. Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. I would. I mean, alternators are not that difficult to do, and especially if they're not, buried in the engine bay. I would for $800. I would definitely give it a shot myself. Or the alternate price for your alternator being 800. That's man, that's insane. Government subsidized companies. See if you can make it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know enough about that. No. Well, real quickly, I'm just monologuing there for a bit. I'm gonna look at stocks, see if we have anything setting up. AAOI, this one's still holding up over VWAP. Buyers are coming in. There's 42. Oh yeah, of course. So instead of rebuilding, yeah, they're just gonna replace the whole unit. I bet a new alternator for that car is probably even a like an OEM one. It's probably less than I can't imagine it being more than $200, maybe 300 at the most. So even still, that seems pricey. But I also know you're in Canada, so I don't know how that differs. Well, AAOI, I mean, I think this is going to be the one, but it's just a bit of a grinder. And that's why I don't like it very much. Right, yeah. Isaiah, if you're still around, you want to do something today before I work? Like early afternoon? See, SHPH is halted. No idea to what side. Oh, it's halted to the upside. Okay. Oh, and it looks like resumption is going to be in just 20 seconds, so I don't know. It doesn't look like there's any news. Kind of a random pop. I guess I'll look for a trade on the open here, on the resumption. Nerves. Oh, it looks like it's the second halt, so yeah, I must admit I missed this on the first resumption. I didn't even see it was on the scans. Might look for an aggressive dip trade with smaller size. Yeah, shoot. I mean, they just gave some opportunity right there from 1850 to 19. I mean, that was almost $1 a share. Man, cars are a racket. I so look forward to the day that I buy a new car. I mean, obviously, inherently, there's things that can go wrong with vehicles, but it'll be a nice feeling to buy a vehicle and not worry about anything going wrong for the first few years. Or at least that's the hope. AMPX is trying to get back to VWAP. It's an IPO from yesterday. Yeah, this one's close to breaking out, but yeah, it's not my favorite stock. How do I like the manual? I prefer driving a manual, definitely. My first two cars have been manual. Just like using all four of my limbs makes me feel more engaged, makes me feel like I more focused. Exactly. And that's the thing is it can make a slow car feel a little bit more fun and zippy just making it a five, just it being a 5 speed. Yeah, totally agreed. Yeah, my girlfriend's been generous enough to let me use her vehicle for the time being while mine's down and out. And it's an automatic, and it's just yeah, it's not the same. It's a bigger car, you know, not it's automatic, so it just feels yeah, it's just not as zippy, even though it's more powerful. One thing about my Mini Cooper was that thing cost me an arm and a leg in the year that I owned it, but it was really fun to drive. I mean, it was so short, small, and stocky. I mean, it felt like a go kart. Like it cornered so well, even though it wasn't the turbo. It was just a small little, I think a 1.6 liter engine or something small, but it was still so much fun to drive. Oh yeah, I wanted to pay a little bit of attention here to SHPH just to see. Okay, we're holding up here above VWAP. Drug pulled back there. ATXG. No real interest here. Volume is just way too light for now. Well, this one went from up 20 to down 20%. Well, we're approaching 10 o'clock. And still no trades in the day for me, so time is kind of running out on when I usually like to trade. I noticed that I have better accuracy earlier in the day, for the first hour or two. And then as I sit longer, I tend to get a little bit more sloppy. Or maybe it's because the price action just doesn't act the same, 2, 3 hours after the market opened because there's not as many eyeballs. But in any case, yeah, I'm not as accurate. I've had some decent success trading power hour, but that hasn't been something that I've focused a lot of time and energy on at this point in my trading. But today, being Friday, I'm definitely gonna try to be back for power hour. I'm not sure if I'll stream. Maybe if there's something hot, but at least just check out the scans and see what's up. So maybe do I want to try to trade off this descending support here? This is the question that I'm asking myself. I mean, it could be worth a shot with a tight stop, but is this going to be a recognizable pattern? I'm not sure. But the two other times I draw the line in today, it seemed like it respected it. But yeah, in this case, no. Yeah. So this is not much of a setup here. Though, I'm just thinking about it, and a Golf is probably a similar experience to a Mini Cooper, I can imagine. Similar styles of car, the hatchback, small. Hey, yeah, me too. I'm a fellow hatchback guy. I like the look. I like the look of like a that kind of rally car style. And in my mind, that hatchback just kind of fits that very well. So the top things on the scans right now is AAOI, also SHPH, but yeah, I'm not really liking either of those. Oh, look at that. We halted up. Man, nice. So I guess this was the one that I should have been paying a little bit closer attention to out of this consolidation. Yeah, that was actually a nice little break there. Whoops. So on the 15-second, we had a nice. Why is it not giving me an option for the drawing tool? Where's that at? What's going on here? Weird. It's like you can't draw lines on the 15-second chart. Like it disappears. But either way, guess I can make it work on the 1 minute. Looks like we had a nice break of this descending resistance here. It looks pretty clean, honestly. So yeah, it looks like it kind of broke and stalled for a bit, and then we really curled nicely. So the halt was at 57 and 24 seconds, so just a little over a minute ago. So I'll be watching for resumption. If it's a 5 minute halt, we'll be at 02 and 24 seconds. So there's some opportunity, certainly some opportunity. And I'll look to take a trade out of this resumption. Taking a look at the daily chart here. Wow, really bad day yesterday. I wasn't watching this thing at all, but almost came down to all-time lows. So in reality, we don't really have any kind of daily. This is a recent IPO, but there's really no daily resistance at all until I guess up there at the bottom of this candle on the 7th. Showed at 329. Yeah, it's close enough. 2329, so that's not right. There we go. This mic arm is so squeaky. Yeah, I was gonna wake you at 10. I know you had a bit of a late night last night with work. You are? Okay. You want any help? I have no idea. Yeah, so the only one that really looks good right now, I mean, AAOI is still consolidating. It's hard to say that many vowels fast. AAOI. Um, yeah, then SHPH, which I'll add to my list real quick. What? Who did? Who did? Why? What? What'd you do? You took her outside? Okay. Just don't worry about it. We'll get the cat care and do it later. Okay. Getting it focused up here. So resumption is going to be in, what, 20 seconds here. If it's a 5-minute halt. Why did it have to lag on the resumption, man? Come on. Hate when it does that. Just strong resumption, too. Oh, grr. Why does my 1-minute chart lag on resumption like 40% of the time? Guess I should have been watching the 15-second. Oh well. Oh yeah. She scratched your shirt? Yeah. So yeah, before this resumes, okay. Huh? I'm sorry. All right, man. Well, resumption. I'll watch resumption on this, and then I'm gonna have to get out of here for today. Um, got some stuff to do before noontime. So I'll look for a trade out of this resumption. It's gonna be in about a minute. But at this point, it's pretty extended. We're on the second halt. Well, technically the third halt. Or actually, wait. Technically the fourth halt. But the second halt on this move here. No, were you on it in the hallway a second ago? Where? I don't see it anywhere. Watching here for resumption. All right, well, this thing is starting to pull back here, so I'm gonna wrap it up here for the stream. I'm gonna shut the stream down. Right now, $0, 0 cents, no trades on the day so far. I'll be paying attention. I got a couple things to do, and then I'll be back in a couple hours. So I'll scan and see what's what. See if anything has come back. But so far, SHPH, I'd say, gave some of the best opportunity today. It was real slow, but I mean, this one was a bit sketchy too. Looks like Drug is making a move, but yeah, for the time being, I'm gonna have to wrap things up and get out of here. So, Rockling, if you're still around, appreciate it as always. You giving me your opinion, be hanging out with me, and I'll be back on Monday. So have yourself a nice weekend. But yeah, that's it for me. Trade safe if you're gonna take any more trades, and I might be back for Power Hour if we have something nice. But until then, I'll see you on Monday.